Morning guys, Joshua Andrew here at Taupo Motorsports Park again for the second round of the NIFF Formula Ford series. So yeah, we're looking forward to this. Hopefully it'll be a good day. Straight into qualifying this morning for the second round of the NIFF Formula Ford series. After having a test day here a few weeks before, I felt comfortable I would be able to get into a good rhythm. Right, so just coming up to our first flying lap of the qualifying, felt a lot more comfortable with the car compared to the previous test day we had here. You know, just I've actually driven the track now. I know what the car is sort of going to feel like. So it's just about being. The importance is just to get my driving up to standards now and actually get competitive now. So yeah, we're just gonna not push ourselves. We're trying to follow some people now, trying to learn what they're doing that's making them faster now. So the goal is to get some good laps in, follow people, get a good tow, start playing around with that as well because I've never really experienced that yet, and see where we end up lap time wise for the start of race 1 in about an hour's time. A few laps in, we're just getting the flow of it now. Bailey Crew's got a good draft on us coming down the back straight, so we'll lead him through. We're just going to follow him now, maybe set up for a good draft for the final lap because we're running out of time now. Just really want to make sure I lay down a good lap, so just building up everything now. I'm going to follow him for a bit and then get a good draft from him coming down the back straight. Unfortunately, right here, as you can see, there's a number board, and the team didn't say anything about a number board or anything, and I only barely saw it as I was coming past, since something about something in, and I thought that was for Bailey in front of me, because it seemed like he was slowing up quite a bit in this next part, but unfortunately, yeah, it was for me, because unfortunately we forgot to put the race transponder in. So yeah, unfortunately none of my lap times got recorded at all for qualifying, and they only just got the lap board out for me with one flying lap to spare if I did come in. I thought it was for Bailey, which unfortunately wasn't. So yeah, that was qualifying over for us. We're starting from the back of the grid, but yeah, we'll see from there what we can do. So skirting up for the start of race 1, just warming out the tyres, just make sure we've got a good amount of heat in them for the early part of the race, get some good tyre temp. So just gotta pull into our grid box. Alright, so we're watching the lights. And we're off. So we get a really good start. Unfortunately we miss a gear, which is not good. Massive pile up, turn 1, cars everywhere. And in the process we went from 11th or 12th on the grid all the way up to P4 now. My mind's set on just following these guys now, keeping in the draft, keeping on their tails, and just watching what they're doing. Unfortunately, because of that incident, it was a red flag. So we had a race restart, unfortunately, so I had to start back from my original grid position, which is unfortunate, but let's just try and repeat it again for the next start. So just falling back into our grid positions. Unfortunately, a couple of cars in front of us went way too far in front. I wasn't actually looking at the numbers. I was just looking at, I was behind that car 25, that black car 25. So yeah, unfortunately, we had just had a reverse up, which hopefully didn't cause us a penalty or anything. So watching the lights again. We ended up jumping the start, unfortunately, but we get a good start anyway. We're just missing that second gear off the starts again, which is unfortunate. So yeah, going from back in the grid again, we're mixing up in the middle of the field again. We're just going to follow. This white car just unexpectedly brakes. It's pretty slow through the mid corner, which is a bit unpredictable, a bit difficult to try and make a move around the outside. And just, you just got to be wary. It's a race start as well, so you don't want to bin it. Going to sit behind him now, try and make a move, a nice clean move, and get on with my race, get towards the leaders. Unfortunately, the more time I sit behind him, the further the front runners are going to peel away. So yeah, it is, you know, we need to get it done as soon as possible to get around him. He breaks heaps through here, which took me by surprise. So yeah, now I'm setting up. I'm thinking I need to get a good run on him down the back straight. If I dive in through this corner coming up, I'm just going to get overtaken again with the draft, because the draft is so massive in these cars. Unfortunately, he brakes way too early. I wasn't predicting it at all, so I had to take an evasive maneuver and get around the outside. Unfortunately, that's where the marbles are, and there's no grip out there. So yeah, unfortunately, way too much speed, marbles. I ended up in the gravel, which was a bit of a shock to me. And the car wouldn't start up straight away, fortunately. By the time we actually got it started again, I was a lap down, and yeah, just looking to circulate and try and get home now. Alright, and now I'm worried I'm going to beach it. Now they've got the engine started in first gear now, so we just need to keep it pinned. Not keep it pinned, but get the wheels moving, get the momentum going, so we don't beach it. And I get stuck there and I have to get pulled out. So we managed to pull myself out, which is good. Covered in dust though. Just worried about the tyres, you know, for the first lap, just to get all the dust off everything, make sure everything's alright. But the main thing is just to get those points now. If anyone else DNFs, we're going to get points off them no matter what now, if anyone DNFs in this race. So yeah, just circulating now, still about seat time, getting more laps under my belt. Yeah, so it's a bit of, unfortunately, a mistake on my part, rookie mistake, but yeah, we'll bounce back for race 2. Alright, what's up guys, Joshua Andrew here. So yeah, race 1 was very interesting at the start. We had a big pile up, which put me into 4th place, which was good. I was great with that, but then we had a race restart, so I had to go back to my original grid position. Fortunately in qualifying we didn't have a transponder in, so we couldn't actually record a time, so we had to start from the back. Start of the race, we managed to get all the way up to 4th in the first race. By the end of the first corner anyway, I got like a really good hole shot. We had to do a race restart after that, so it dropped me back a couple of positions. Just worked on a couple of things. On that race restart, we'll start behind someone that was really slow. It was a bit unpredictable. Yeah, and just braked really early on, I didn't see him, and unfortunately took me out into marbles and I couldn't do anything from there. I was just a passenger. Then couldn't get the car restarted and spun around again out of the gravel. But that's racing, and we're learning. It's only really my first ever meeting. Hampton Downs, unfortunately, we had so many mechanical issues. So this is the real proper first meeting. I feel like we're actually doing stuff. So yeah, that was the first proper race. So we're just watching the lights. Unfortunately, we just rolled across the line just there. So that'll give us a 15-second time penalty at the end of the race, unfortunately, as we found out later on. So just taking it gentle, as we learned from the first race, the first corner. Still 12 laps ahead of us, so yeah. We slotted ourselves into 5th position, so chasing down 4th right now. I knew I had a good speed to be able to get into 4th position in this race. So it's following the pack, learning where they're making up speed compared to me, where the time difference is. There's no point diving in for this corner because you're going to get a good turn on the back straight. So it's just making sure we're maximising our run, our exit, which unfortunately I botched there a little bit. But we're still going to get a huge draft, as you guys will see. Now it's starting to pull us in. And at that point, that white car's just a sitting duck. We've got it. So we're up to 4th position now. Now it's all about keeping our eyes forward now, laying down 2 to 3 excellent laps and build a gap so he can't get the toe on us for the next race, for the next lap. Also focusing ahead and watching what that blue car's doing, because he was a bit faster than me, just to try and pick up if there's anything, little things he's doing throughout the lap. Saw that small mistake that the blue car did, went off, and it's a bit like a shark sniffing blood in the water. You know he's making mistakes, so there might be a chance later on where I can overtake him and get 3rd position. A fortunate mistake by me. We missed the gear, so he made the mistake of diving in and he missed out on the toe, basically. So now we've got the toe again, and we'll just sail right past him again. I did feel like he was faster than me, but yeah, just the racecraft, it's so important in this class. You can't just be fast by yourself, on an empty track. You've got to be able to work with traffic, and that's something that's benefited me with my simulator racing. Is we race so close together online. You learn what mistakes to put onto people or what you can exploit. So you just try and remind myself just to keep calm, watch my eyes forward, don't watch the mirrors, because he's right behind, he's a bit behind me. He can still get the draft on this lap. He can't overtake. He's not that much faster anywhere else on the circuit, so he won't be able to get a good overtake as long as I don't make mistakes. Just this back straight, it's just a great equalizer for a car behind you, just to swap positions every lap. So yeah, unfortunately here I'm just a sitting duck for him. He was right behind me, so he's going to get a good toe. He's only just faster than me, but yeah, we'll give him the corner. He was on the inside. We'll go again for the next lap. We'll get him down the back straight again, and hopefully we'll be able to pull away for the rest of the race, and that'll be 4th position. So he makes a mistake there, just like a drop of blood in a shark, next to a shark. We know he's making mistakes. He's watching the mirrors. We made a mistake there as well. But I know he's watching the mirrors, so we can try and force a mistake on him. We'll get him on the toe on the back straight. So it's all about getting a good exit off this corner. I felt like that was pretty decent, and there he goes. So this white car's just weaving, trying to block the toe, which is actually naughty. Fortunately, we missed the gear, so we basically just destroyed the chance of that happening this lap. But yeah, we'll try again for the next lap. Starting to try a bit too hard now, just overdriving the car. As you saw there, missed the gear, locked it, compression locked it. We're trying a bit too hard now to try and gain time on him. It's a bit counterintuitive. The harder you try, the slower you go once you start overdriving it. So you really just got to bring yourself back a bit, calm yourself down, and really just start to get smooth again. Unfortunately, just overdriving it, bit of la la land. We spin it, which has just destroyed our race. From fighting for 4th position, we are now back in 7th, long way off the field. Really unfortunate, bit of a rookie mistake, because that was a really good battle. I was looking forward towards the end of that race, what we could have done against that white car, just learning off him, learning our racecraft a bit more. It's pretty much the end of this race. We've got P7 where we are now.
I don't know, it certainly looked good.
It's the best session we have prepared.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Yeah, good racing, clean racing as well.
It was good driving this week.
Yeah, mate, it's all good. So we still need to find some rear somehow.
Yeah.
I'll have a little think about that.
So yeah, race 2 went well. Got a good start. Unfortunately, was outside. My nose cone was outside the marked white lines on the starting grid, so I got a 15-second time penalty post-race for that. So yeah, unfortunately, that was that. But we'll learn from that. We'll learn to make sure we're inside the box for race start. Had a good start. We were up to about 4th or 3rd. Had a good couple laps. So yeah, battling with another competitor. Fortunately, I spun. Just fatigue and stuff. These races, while they're only 12 laps, they do feel a lot longer, and it's very physical. Bit of a disappointment with a spin and the post-race penalty. We won't have that happen again, so yeah, we're looking forward to a good final race. So watching the lights again. Get a bit too much wheel spin there, but we're going to get a good start compared to the guy in front of us. And we're up into 5th place. So now we're finally in a good position this race, where we can just try and keep on the tail of these leaders and follow what they do, watch what they do. 2 cars tangle up there, so we jump up into 3rd place. So we're going to try and just keep on the tail of this blue car, watch what he's doing. Try and stay in the draft from the back straight and just hold on to 3rd as long as we can. Back in 4th position, just trying to learn the track. I'm finding out more and more stuff every lap, just exploring what this does. If I can you know, get a bit further over here, a bit deeper here. We're on the throttle here. So yeah, it's all coming to me. Still getting faster and faster every lap, which was a positive from this round. Good race 3 for the final race of round 2 of the NIFF Formula Ford series at Taupo. Huge thanks to the team for wrenching on the car all weekend long. Thanks to the supporters. Huge thanks to our partners, Ward Demolition, Cassie Construction, Grimmer Concrete Cutting, Northern Roofs. Huge thanks to those guys on screen now. Can't do it without them. Huge thanks to you guys as well for watching. Yeah, let me know if you have any feedback in the comments down below about these videos. Still learning it all, so yeah, thank you very much guys. Have a great day.